Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Extend Beyond Borders. I'm Tia and today I am going to do the Booktube Newbie Tag. The first question is, why did you start this channel? I started this channel because I love talking about books. I like to share what I'm reading with other people and I like interacting with other readers. Sometimes I read books that I just really need to talk it out, have a conversation, and gain different perspectives of the books. So I feel like this is a great community to do that in. I've watched a booktube for a while and I love hearing people's opinions and thoughts about books that they've read, especially when I've read those same books. So question number 2 is, what are some fun and unique things that you can bring to YouTube? I do read a lot from authors of color and diverse backgrounds, so I think that that's one thing I will share a lot. So I am also an educator. I will also share books that I think are great for classrooms and classroom libraries and school libraries, and even books that should be added into curriculum. If you're a parent, a teacher, librarian, anybody that has influence over children and teenagers and what they read, I will definitely include some of those recommendations on this channel also. Another unique perspective is I love traveling and I love connecting the books that I read with the places that I've traveled to. I especially love when there's a place that I read about in a book and then somehow I end up in that exact same place when I'm traveling. Just a couple examples, like I read The Books That I'll Go in 1,000 Paper Cranes, and then while in Japan, like they talk about the statue, while in Japan I ended up right there at that statue. Or in the book Homegoing by Yagasi, like they're there at Cape Coast, and then just this past summer I was there as well in the same place that story took place. So those moments are very amazing to me, and those are things that I would like to share as well, because I think when you read, those books can take you places. I think both those books influenced me to travel to those countries. So question number 3 is, what are you most excited for about this channel? The thing I'm most excited about is that I am going into 2020 stepping out of my comfort zone and doing something that scares me. So doing something that I wanted to do for quite some time, even though it's a scary thing for me. So that's a huge step for me. Number 4, why do you love reading? I love learning about people's stories. Most of what I read is centered around a person or a character and their journey through life. I learn about people whose lives are very different from my own, and I think I just understand the world better because I read a variety of books. It's how I entertain myself. I love being at home and reading a book. Like, that's an ideal situation for me. When I get into a good book, it's also an escape. Like, you just can forget your problems in your life and then follow somebody else's story. So question number 5 is, what book or series got you into reading? When I was younger, I remember reading like Sweet Valley High series. I remember reading the Babysitter's Club series. But there was a pivotal moment in my journey as a reader that really stands out to me, that I think made me even more of a reader, and that was Tears of a Tiger by Sharon Draper. I remember reading this book. I was in 6th grade. I got it from the school library. Like, that book is so good, and it's like probably the first time I had an emotional connection with the book because it was so real and relatable, and I love Sharon Draper. At the time, I did not read the whole series. I don't even think I was aware that there was a series, but eventually I did read the whole Tears of a Tiger series. But that book specifically really changed my outlook on books and reading. If you've never read that book, you should. It's a great read. Question number 6 is, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Well, a lot of booktubers that I watch read tons of books, and like they'll have wrap-ups with stacks of books, and I'm like, how do you read that much? How do you get that much reading done within 1 month? So that might be a question I ask. How do you do that? Because I don't have time to finish that many books within a month. I'm just really curious as to people that can read 12 books in a month. Like, what does your day look like? How do you do that? Because I don't know. I love to read, but I ain't never finished 12 books in a month. Never. Question number 7 is, what challenges do you think will be the hardest to overcome? One is the tech side of it. As I'm recording this, I have no idea how to edit a video, so that part. And then another challenge for me will just be to get out of my head and just to do it, and just to continuously, you know, share what I'm reading and share my reading goals and my reading journey with everyone else. Just doing it and being consistent. Question number 8 is, when did you start reading as a child? I will say there were periods where I stopped reading. Usually probably because I was in school, and when I have so much required reading for school, you know, you just don't always have time to read for pleasure. Question number 9, where do you read? Usually in my bed or on the couch. I'm starting to listen to some books as well, so in my car I'll listen to audiobooks. Yeah. Question number 10, what type of books do you like to read? I like to read middle grade, YA, and adult contemporary. I like to read historical fiction. I like dystopian. On the nonfiction side, I like memoirs and biographies. I know just people with interesting stories to tell about their life, their journeys. Like I said, I love reading people's stories. So I love character-driven stories that really hone in on who a person is and how they are changing throughout their life. So those are the 10 questions that I have in my Booktube Newbie Tag. Hopefully you all can stick around and stay with me on this journey of me starting this Booktube channel. So thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you all in the next one.